Daytime on Uckfield FM.
Somebody who likes his classic cars and things of convention. I've just been hit by a whirlwind, I think, really. Welcome to the studio, Esther Featherstone. Morning, Esther.
Morning.
It's like a whirlwind walking in here, isn't it?
It's
wow.
fab. I love it.
The big swoove.
Yeah.
It's a word I've not come across before. I know the word big, but it's the swoove bit. What is it and how did it come into being?
So I created Swoove in 2015. The S stands for singing, the W for whooping, and the O for moving. So if you're doing all three, you're swooving. So
Oh, right. Okay.
if you're singing and dancing, you're a swoover.
Have you got that into the dictionary yet?
Urban Dictionary, yes.
You have?
Yeah, I'm working on the main English dictionary.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the creator of a word
am.
as well. Oh,
Yes.
wow. What got you into all of this?
So in 2015, I actually had postnatal depression. I was a fitness instructor at the time, and I needed to do something to pull myself from quite a dark place.
You need to talk to Anya Jeffries, didn't you?
Yeah. So I created Swoove.
Right.
And the tagline is "Swoove yourself to a sunnier you," because that's exactly what you do by swooving.
So it's uplifting.
It is, yeah. It's a fitness class for everyone. It's all inclusive. The colours of the logo are based on Pride colours, so it's all inclusive for all ages, all abilities.
All right, okay. So it's because of what happened to you a while back. So you stopped and you thought,
Yeah, I was a fitness instructor, so this is my 10th year of teaching. But I've being a fitness instructor, I was a performer, so I've always sung, I've always danced. I used to be one of the tweenies, so it was on TV for quite a few years.
The tweenies?
Yes.
Oh, go on, enlighten me. Go on. I know you want to.
Bella, Jake, Milo and Fizz. Hey, are you ready to play?
Oh, you see, now it's a whole different world because it's a long time since I saw children's television or anything close to it. I struggle with finding out about Bungle, let alone anything else.
So that's my background. I was a performer. So if
A lot of the teenagers today will know who you are.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they'll know my knees because that's all you could see of me. 'Cause I
Oh,
was in
right.
a costume. Are they good
Oh,
knees?
no, they're covered up. They're in trousers, aren't they? Can't.
So I used to sing, I used to dance, and you burn calories. So if you were to just sit there and sing for an hour, which I'm sure your listeners would love.
No, they wouldn't.
Yes, they would.
No, you haven't heard me sing.
Let's try it.
No.
You'd burn about 300 calories just sitting there singing. So if you add that to exercising, you're burning a lot more calories. It's great for your all-over fitness. Increases your lung capacity. It's great for the soul. It de-stresses you. But you don't have to sing in tune. It doesn't matter. And because we sing songs that most people know and love, we sing the choruses and we whoop the verses because most people don't really know the verses. And that's it. It's
Getting a sense of cheese here. I'm getting
cheese,
a sense of cheese.
What's lovely about Swoove is there's 25 concepts. So there's Swoove Life, which is in nursing homes, and it's great for people with dementia. We do songs from their era, so it reignites.
That's a new take on chair-based activities,
great
isn't
for the
it?
dementia. Swoove Mini, we have that, and Swoove Play in nurseries for the younger ones. There's classes for mums to take their babes, so they don't have to put them into creches. Swoove Stars is for adults with additional needs. So it really is. There is a class for everybody.
And this all started out from you getting a bit of depression.
Yeah. I was in the car going down to Eastbourne. My husband was driving and my 8-month-old was in the back. And I had this idea. I knew I wanted to do something, my own class. And I knew it had to revolve around something with singing because that's what I love doing, even though I'm not the best singer. And my little boy was in the background in the car seat and he was making sounds. He was going, ooh. And I was like, sing. And he was going, woo. And I was like, Swoove, because I knew I wanted to cooperate, and that's where the sing, whoop and move, and it's also from my little baby, they're making sounds. So
just a little drive in a car.
Exactly.
And it's something, how long has this been going?
So 2015.
2015, so 4 years now.
Yeah,
clearly it's beginning to change your life, I would guess.
It is, absolutely. Well, since 2015, we have raised £64,000 for local charities. So I franchised it out, and part of the instructor's licence agreement is they have to take a charity event every year. So wherever they are in the world, we have an instructor in Australia, so she will raise money and awareness for a local charity.
Hang on, rewind this a little bit because you jumped ahead here a little bit. You said you franchised this out. How big is this?
Well, it's can be as big as.
No. I mean, generally for you.
Yeah, for me,
I mean,
I
you
would-
started out 4 years ago.
Yeah.
With an idea to basically get people singing and dancing and
Yeah.
moving and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
and you turned it into a business.
I have, yeah. It is.
That's
my
what I'm saying.
business.
How big is this business now?
It's huge. It's my life. It's I live and breathe it. So I teach 6 days a week. But when I didn't think anybody else would want to do it, and it turns out that there were people that wanted to train in it. And for 3 instructors, it's their full-time jobs. So they teach all different kind of classes: Swoove Box, which is boxing; Swoove Ignite, which is in the dark with disco lights. So I franchised it out, and all the training.
Haven't done a soundless Swoove, have you? If you've ever been to one of those silent discos.
Oh yeah, they're fab.
Yeah, have you ever done that sort of thing for Swoove?
Oh, I should do though.
I'm just giving you an idea.
I know,
haven't
I love it.
Oh, don't worry, I don't charge for the idea.
I won't, thanks.
I had no idea about this. I just saw this thing, the big Swoove, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what is that? And I had an idea it was to do with music and movement,
Yeah.
but I had no idea you turned it into a business that's,
Absolutely.
it's expanding, I would guess.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's great. So the big Swoove, the actual event, is I turned 40 in April. So I wanted
You
to
turned
I
40, or you're turning
I
40?
turned 40. I know it's
I
hard to
really must be
believe.
getting old, is all I can say, but go on.
So I wanted to do a huge charity event to mark that, because I'm so passionate about raising awareness, for local charities. National charities are brilliant, but the local charities are what serve our local community. So we're doing 40 hours, 40 charities, £40,000.
What are you doing in those 40 hours?
Swooving.
Non-stop?
Non-stop, yeah. So I broke the Guinness World Record in 2012, and I did 39 hours and 40 minutes
Of
just
what?
me on my
Of
own. No, back then it was my dance fitness class.
Oh, you did 40 hours?
Yes,
or 39
nearly 40
hours,
yeah. And I held that record until 2016, and then it got broken by someone in America. But I can't do another Guinness World Record this year. So there's lots of instructors taking the different hours.
Yeah.
But we start at 7 p.m. on Friday the 27th, and then we finish on September.
September, yeah.
And then we finish at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 29th of September.
Oh, wow. And you want to raise how much?
£40,000. So every hour we're going to raise £1,000 for a different local charity. So we had people submit reasons as to why we should choose them and what the £1,000 would do for their charity. Had 75 charities get in touch with me, and I sieved through them.
You had to whittle that down to 40.
Yes, and it's hard.
That's tough.
Yeah, I lead with my heart. Everything I do, business, personal, is all with my heart. But we whittled it down to 40 charities.
Yeah.
Some aren't even a charity yet, so this £1,000 will enable them to incorporate, will enable them to establish as a charity.
And how do you raise money by doing what you're doing?
So people sign up, they go to swooveaid.com, and it's £25 to take part. All of that money gets split between the 40 charities, and then they choose one of the 40 charities. So it's about raising awareness. Some
Yeah.
of these charities people would never have heard of, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
They go down, they choose their charity, and then they say how much they're going to raise. So they could sign up for, the whole 40 hours. We've got some people swooving for 25 hours. And they are going to raise quite a few £100s.
They're also going to be quite tired at the end of it, I
They
would think.
will be, but they're training. They're coming to my classes like you will be.
That's optimistic, I think, really. But oh dear. Yeah. So you got this event with. Is it just the one event, or have you got various different franchises taking part in it as well?
Yeah, so there's lots of different instructors taking part. It's all Swoove, but it's the one big event at Skeins Hill. It's that whole weekend, 40 hours non-stop.
Yeah.
And there's 17 instructors taking
70?
different hours. 17.
17,
yeah.
including you.
Including me, yeah, I'm doing 12 hours.
You're doing not 12 hours straight, are you?
No, I'm doing it in blocks. So
Oh,
we
I
do
see.
3 hours, then we have a 15-minute break so we can chat to the charities that are on
It's a long
site.
time to be doing that, 3 hours, isn't it?
No, it's fine.
What,
It's the
for me-
first hour is the hardest, because so your heart rate goes from resting to high, and then after that, the hours do get easier because you have the adrenaline, and we'll have snacks, we'll have bananas, healthy snacks. and
As you go
water.
along. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
keep us
diet plays a
going.
part in all this, does it?
Yeah, healthy diet though. It's healthy. My grandma used to have 3 colours on the plate, so it's always healthy. It's
I love that fact. 3. Yeah, I mean,
colours on
people
the
have
plate.
3 colours on the plate today, and it need not necessarily be healthy, though, need it?
No, but if it's a balance, isn't it? So we will have protein bars that will help us keep going. So, muscles are being looked after, and plenty of water. So yes.
So how much of that sort of thing is involved in somebody, say, coming along saying, right, I want to get involved in this?
They can just come down and just do an hour.
No,
So,
not necessarily the charity thing. I mean, in general, because you don't just do this one charity event.
No.
You've got classes and all the rest of it. How much of that sort of thing, with the diet and those sorts of things, are involved in what you do?
Oh well, there. Like I say, it is a healthy diet. It's and if you.
But I mean, are you giving advice to people on that sort of thing, or is it a case
if they want it, yeah. But Swoove is, because it is about your fitness. It's not about a lot of these diet trends. It's just about losing weight. Swoove is not about that.
No.
So I went down to a size 6 when I created Swoove because of my postnatal depression. So I say I'm now a healthy size 12, and I'm much healthier than when I was a size 6. So it is very much about your body. Appearances can be very deceptive. So it's not about losing weight. It is about being healthy, and about being healthy in your mind as well.
Yeah.
It's not just about physical health, it's about mental health. And Swoove is a huge ambassador for mental health, because going to a class and being in a social community with other like-minded people, other Swoovers as we call them, it's all about your mental health and not just your physical, and it plays such a big part.
This is where a lot of these things are going these days. I mean, we had a lady in not so long ago who's a laugh therapist.
Yeah, brilliant.
And it makes people laugh. We had Anya Jeffries in a little early this morning talking about being kind, doing good deeds and stuff.
Yeah.
And that also was about your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, so many of these things are more about the mind than actually anything else, and mental health. There's much more of an awareness these days, isn't there?
Yeah. Do you know, if you laugh for 3 minutes, you burn more calories than running for a mile.
Yeah, well, I don't run. I do
There
laugh.
you go then. You burn lots of calories.
Only if that were quite so true in terms of actual losing weight. I wish it were, but it does make you feel good.
It
Certainly,
does, absolutely.
It does. It's not, but it's not actually part of what you do, is it? Really, it's just it's a natural side effect, I suppose, really, of what,
well,
of what
you release oxytocins, you release adrenaline when you're exercising, and all of this is great for hormone balance. You know, so that's part of the mental health, is that, and you're getting yourself out there. It's and talking to people. It's that's a huge part of Swoove as well. It's the communities that each of the instructors have of people going to their classes. It's the community these instructors create. It's a wonderful thing.
So the average class, how long would it be?
So their normal class, Swoove Fitness class, which is the original concept I created, that's an hour long. Classes, so Swoove Life, which is in nursing homes, they're about 25 to 30 minutes of actual swooving, and then we spend the rest of the time talking to the people in the nursing homes to try and ignite things from their childhood, because it's
That's quite a big thing, that one.
It is, it is a big thing. I've been working on that for the last year. One of my Swoove instructors, her mum had Alzheimer's, and I worked with her one-to-one. She sadly passed away last year, Millie, gorgeous lady, and we found she was so engaged after we'd sung Shirley Bassey, Hey Big Spender. So engaged.
Well, music's a big thing,
court.
isn't it?
It is, yeah. It took her back to her childhood. So I worked on that for a year, and that launched this year, Swoove Life. So each of them have a lot of thought behind them. Swoove Mini, so mums can take their babes to a class, and we have the baby mats there, we have a changing area. And it means that mum can go to a class without their babies having to go to a babysitter, and they can get back into the community if they found it very lonely having a baby, which some mums do. So Swoove Mini is 45 minutes, and then they can have tea and coffee afterwards if they want. So these instructors in these communities are wonderful human beings.
So what does the basic class involve?
So we warm up. At the moment we're doing JP Cooper, Let's Sing, and Pink, Let's Pretend. So it's a warm-up of about 10 minutes. So we'll do shoulder rolls, we'll do stretching for the first 10 minutes to get us going. And the next 40 minutes, it's back-to-back.
This is a modern take on aerobics, isn't it?
It is, yeah, but with singing involved.
Yeah.
What's your favourite song? Can I ask you?
I play so many songs. I really don't know. I don't really have one.
But do you have a song that you sing along to without even knowing it? Like Frankie Valli or...
It'd be way too hard to remember. I said there's so many songs in my head at the moment.
Yeah.
I really couldn't tell you, but yeah, go on.
So you have a song that you might sing along to,
Yeah.
like Wham, for
Yeah.
instance,
Yeah.
and you would just be singing along to it, and people don't realise once they've started coming to a class, they're singing more and more. It shows how fitter they're getting. So we warm up for 10 minutes, 40 minutes is back to back. They can have breaks if they want to. We carry on, but people can get breaks if they need to, take it at their own pace. And then the last 10 minutes, it's stretching and cooling down, and we sing and we whoop right until the very last minute.
It is. It is that thing, but it's just expanded and brought up to date, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the whole thing,
it's
which is
fresh, as the kids say.
Absolutely fab. And of course, you've turned it into a very successful business as well.
Yes. Very proud of it.
Anybody interested in this? Certainly the event. Give us the details of the event again. 40 hours.
Starts on Friday the 27th of September at 7 p.m. Skeins Hill Millennium Centre, which is Lewis Road in Skeins Hill. It's only 20 minutes from Uckfield, and there's a huge car park, and it runs until 2 p.m. on Sunday the 29th of September. You can just pop along. Even if people don't want to take part, they can just pop along, put some money in the bucket. If they want to take part, they can go to swooveaid.com and sign up, or find us on Facebook, The Big Swoove. And spread the word. It's 40 charities. It's lots of awareness for some amazing local charities. Lots that serve Uckfield.
Yeah, as it says here, 30 days, 7 hours, 26 minutes, and counting down 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And onwards, 40 hours, 40 charities, £40,000. I know you want to get more than that, don't you, really?
Well, I mean, £40,000 is a huge...
It is.
Huge, ambitious, but I'm ambitious. And, £1,000 for some of these charities, like I say, will transform them and raise the profile, which, a lot of these smaller charities struggle with. So, yeah, if we could get more, that would be amazing. If there are any businesses out there that'd like to match fund or come down and have a shout about it at the event and, and put some money in the bucket, then obviously I will hugely promote them.
Yeah. Just to put a slightly different angle on this, does your husband swoove as well?
He's in the theatre business. So
Oh, right.
He has to swoove. But he does this. I know the listeners can't see me, but he points. So that's his swooving. He does a proper dad dance.
Oh, yeah. That's probably what I would do. Because if I move to anything,
exactly.
I'm told, oh, look, he's dad dancing again.
But my husband sings. He's got an amazing singing voice.
All right.
So our neighbours love it. They can always hear my husband singing.
Yeah.
So he's always swooving because he's always moving and singing. So,
it kind of helps. So he's very, very supportive of what you do, that I would guess.
He's very passionate. Yeah, I'm very lucky that, I have his support.
Well, that's great. It's swooveaid.com in 30 hours, 7 days and 24 minutes. I'll never mind the seconds for the minute. It's called The Big Swoove. It's been a joy and a pleasure to meet you, Esther, this morning.
Thank you so much.
It really has. And good luck with raising £40,000 in 40 hours for 40 charities.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Daytime on Uckfield FM.